Good afternoon and welcome back to the West Ham Network for today's 3rd of May's rendition of Hammer's Headlines in association with KUMB.com. Welcome back to the channel. What a massive week we've got. I mean, we are literally days away from the biggest game of our modern history, in our modern time. I've said this week in and week out when we've played in Europa League, but we're still there. And we are now one game away from getting to the Europa League final. One game away. And yeah, I mentioned it in the West Ham Daily I did earlier today. If you haven't already, go and check that out. I did that on Tommy Soucek's story regarding Juventus and potentially Spurs sniffing around them on the back of the fact that West Ham supposedly haven't signed them up on a new contract. But I mentioned about passports, and if you haven't already, make sure you go and check your passports, because there are rules and regulations about you getting abroad. And if your passport isn't in line with the dates, if it's not something like 10 years from issue date, and also if it's got less than 3 months from the date that you arrive home on it, then you can't get into that country. So please go and check it out, especially if we do get to the final, because I wouldn't want any of you to miss it. And I found out the hard way today. So I'm now, fingers crossed we can get through the game on Thursday, but I'm now on the chase to make sure I can get my passport in time, just in case, and touch wood, we can. So massive week ahead for West Ham fans, and we are absolutely buzzing as well. But let me get into the first story of today, and it's in relation to that, and it's about Frankfurt, who suffered a defeat. West Ham played Arsenal at home on 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, as we know, but Frankfurt faced Bayer Leverkusen last night, and that really gave West Ham an advantage of an extra day of rest. The match in Leverkusen saw Frankfurt get beat 2-0, and the manager Glazner rested 4 key players for the West Ham semi-final second leg on Thursday night. Paulinho and West Ham striker target Patrick Schick got the goals for Leverkusen, as Glazner rested Jibril Sow, Kamada, Tori, and Boer. Glazner also withdrew star playmaker Kostic at halftime. And it is fine margins at this level. And if West Ham were sluggish with a day less rest in the first leg, it could be a major advantage towards us over Frankfurt, with the roles reversed for the second leg, especially if the game does go into extra time, where fatigue could literally decide the tie. And as we have seen so many times before in football, we can also take great heart, though, from the fact that we created 15 chances in the first leg against Frankfurt. But like David Moyes, Glazner has elected to rest players for the semi-final game, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. However, we know Moyes will be studying how Leverkusen set up against Frankfurt for any clues as how West Ham can approach the second leg. But I feel if we can just get those chances across the line, which we've been struggling a lot with this season, we really can make headways. And so fingers crossed. Get your comments in, though, and let me know, do you think a day's extra rest will actually pay dividends to West Ham moving forward? But next up, it is all about Ollie Watkins, and it's another new number 1 target. Now, it is silly season as a West Ham fan, but we do know West Ham have had a keen interest in Ollie Watkins before. But the difference now is how much would he cost, because he's an England international and he does score goals, but not particularly this season for Aston Villa. And we do need another striker in the squad, and we have needed another striker in the squad for some time. And we were interested in signing him, and we apparently are looking to get back involved with this potential signing. We were looking at signing the 26-year-old in the summer of 2020, but eventually missed out when he decided to join Aston Villa in a £30 million deal. But despite not hitting the heights of last season, he was genuinely flourished as a Premier League player, scoring 23 goals in 69 top-flight appearances over the last 2 years. And as a result, we want to reignite our interest in the England forward and bring him to the London Stadium. Apparently, he's become West Ham's number 1 target this summer, but it's going to be a battle to try and secure his services. Arsenal have also been linked to him in the past, while probably Aston Villa are about to set and probably offer him a new contract. He's English, 26 years old, and we would have to break our record fee to potentially bring him to the London Stadium. However, we would be getting extremely useful footballer, more than capable, if not performing consistently in the Premier League level, but someone who can play more than one position, which could prove massively important for West Ham. He's been directly, like I said, involved in 29 goals in 69 top flight games, which is an extremely decent return for a player who hadn't kicked a ball at this level previously. And during the same period, current first choice striker, not so much striker, Antonio has contributed to 30 goals, but he has found the net 7 times fewer than Ollie Watkins. West Ham can, if we can convince Watkins to come down to West Ham, it would be a fantastic piece of business by Moyes and ease the workload of Antonio, who's been asked to play nearly 3 times a week this season. It would be, but it's going to be a hard ask. Villa have got the man. They've got him there on a good contract. They're going to probably try and extend the contract, but clubs are going to be sniffing around. I just don't know how much you would be willing to pay. Get your comments in and let me know the thoughts on Ollie Watkins. Another new number 1 target for West Ham as well. And then finally, I thought it's always good we would bring you an under-23s update. And we rounded off our final match of the season, 21-22 season, in style by thrashing Derby County 5-0 at the London Stadium. A brace from Sonny Perkins, as well as strikes from Thierry Nevers, Andrei Yarmolenko, who had a fantastic game, and a first goal at under 23 level for Mumbama secured a great win for Mark Robson's team. We finished in second place in the Premier League 2, 7 points ahead of Arsenal in third place. And last night's win rounded off a fantastic victory and a fantastic season, really, for Mark Robson's men. Listen, with those under 23 lads, Thierry Nevers, Sonny Perkins, Okoflex, Ekwa, Alessi, Baptiste, Chesters, just to name a few, Forsons. We've got players coming out of our ears, and I don't doubt for a second we're going to strengthen again in that team and in that development area. And I think if we do strengthen again in the summer for our under 23s, especially with players coming back, this will really define what players will make the step up. For me, next season, it's going to be players like Alessi and Baptiste, or Alessi in particular. If he doesn't step up next season, then I don't think West Ham's the future for him. But for me, he is ready to go. Ready to go. Players like Ekwa, Okaflex, really good opportunity. But what I do love about this is the fact that Yarmolenko puts his name forward and wants to play game time, and he got game time tonight. He set up a goal, he scored a goal, and he looked the business. I don't know if you ever had a chance to watch it. They do YouTube streams. We're thinking about doing watch-alongs for the under 23 games as well. So, yeah, really good finish off to the season. Mark Robson's came in. He's started where we left off in that role. We were unlucky not to go ahead and try and win the league, but what a good account for ourselves. Second place in the top division of the under 23s. What a great position for West Ham to be in. Leave your comments in though and let me know what your thoughts are for the future of the West Ham's under 23 players. And that really brings you to the end of today's Hammers headlines. Make sure you do join us tonight. Pat Holland, yes, the West Ham legend, Pat Holland will be on the channel 9 o'clock tonight. Make sure you do check it out. Go and check out the Tommy Soucek West Ham Daily I did earlier on this morning. You really enjoy that. And then tomorrow we'll be back with another daily and West Ham Hammers headlines, and then the preview tomorrow evening, which you will really enjoy because we've got a Frankfurt fan coming on, and it'll be a really interesting Frankfurt fan as well. So hopefully you will enjoy that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe and come on, you Irons.